first of all, how long have you lived in this area?
Well, I've lived here previous to the years when I came back, but in this little house for 52 years.
Wow.
I
And has
know,
anything like this ever happened?
never. I have never been ever afraid of being out.
I guess what exactly happened? Was it on Saturday or Sunday?
It was yesterday, which was Sunday.
And
Yeah.
what happened? What were you doing and then what
Well,
happened?
no, it wasn't. It was Saturday. Uh huh. What was I doing? I was out sprinkling the lawn, and I was in my little walker, and all of a sudden I heard this gentleman with a quite an opera voice coming down the sidewalk, and I thought, well, that's strange. And he did fall on the ground a couple of times, and he got up, and I had happened to take my telephone out because I wanted to make a phone call. And as he walked by, as he stumbled by, let's say, um, he said, "Is that your telephone?" And I said, "Yes, it is." And then he started towards me, and I just gave him the phone. He left and fell on the ground again out on the terrace. And a wonderful young man, and he lives in the neighborhood, I believe, had seen what was going on and thought perhaps he may have pushed me off my little walker. And so he came by and noticed what was happening and started to chase the young man down towards 8th Street. And I don't know from then on exactly what happened.
I guess first of all, I guess when he approached you, what was going through your mind?
Well, I don't know.
Were you like a little nervous, uncomfortable?
Well, I was, I was, and yet how I kept so calm, I don't know. Maybe it was his size, or maybe I knew that something wasn't quite right with him. So I I guess I handed him the phone, and he took it and didn't say anything. But the young man started to chase him down towards 8th Street.
And
So,
I'm gonna have you just hold the mic a little bit down more. If there, I guess what's your message to the gentleman who kind of came
well,
to your
I
rescue?
I have no idea what the gentleman's name was, but I certainly thank him for his wonderful help and consideration and kindness and respect.
It was really nice
Because
of you.
he had previously 2 weeks before had back surgery and really not quite that well to run that fast, but he did a fine job catching the young man.
And you got your phone back.
Yes, I did. Ah,
Good.
so it's all rather a nightmare now.
Absolutely,
Mm.
especially knowing his criminal history. I mean, you're
Now
thankful that you didn't get hurt. I'm sure.
this, I didn't know. And also the police officer who attended to the matter was very kind and very respectful and had a nice little visit with him. So it all ended very peacefully, and I chose not to press any charges against um, the young man.
And last question, just one more time, I guess. You were on. You just explain how you were sitting on your walker watering.
Well, I had had a couple of hip operations, and so I had a walker with a seat on it, and it was so warm, and I thought, well, I'll just take it out, and to stand for me is a little difficult. So that's I was just sprinkling the lawn very calmly,
And the guy
sprinkling the
was
lawn.
singing.
I'm
The
sorry.
guy was kind of singing and stumbling around.
Oh, he was. He was stumbling. I from when I saw him about midway down um, Wellington, and I heard his booming voice, and I thought I was at the opera. So I certainly was aware he was coming.